So Prince Harry and his wife Meghan are back in the news again. I've done a couple of videos on them because, well, they moved to America after their royal exit. They don't want to be involved with the royal family anymore, even though they still take money from them, which I find absolutely hilarious. They live off Prince Harry's dad's dime, and I believe they still get a stipend from the royal crown, which I really wish they would cut off since all they do is trash the royal family. Why don't you just cut them off? Let Prince Charles pay their dime. They have like no money of their own. They get all their money from the crown, but they're gonna wag their fingers at us as soon as they move here and tell us Americans how we need to live, how we need to change, and we need to do this and that. While they sit in their luxurious $1 million home in Wokeville, where they live next to Ellen DeGeneres and Oprah and all these other celebrities. Get out of here. Spoiled. I cannot stand these people. They come here and they're going to tell us what we need to do. Well, don't worry. It's about to get worse. Netflix, back in the news again. They're announcing Harry and Meghan's $150 million woke documentary deal. Netflix, what is going on with Netflix? You know, I used to think they would be one of the... So Netflix, you know, it used to have all of the movies. It was the biggest thing, and it's the reason we have the streaming wars right now is because of Netflix, because they had all the movies, and they were pretty much killing cable, and all the other companies got in and decided, oh, we want to do this too. I used to think Netflix would probably survive because they've been developing all of its original content, but a lot of it has been weirdo stuff like Cuties and all these woke projects they have going on. Netflix is going to fold. If you got any kind of investment in Netflix, get out. Because there's a reason the saying is called get woke, go broke. Netflix is going to go broke. I think they're going to buckle and break, and you're going to have somebody end up absorbing them. I think it's for sure going to happen because they are putting a lot of money into woke content, and nobody wants to watch it. And I've talked about it for so many times. It's because people work, you know, they have their families to take care of. And when it comes down, they want to sit down, they want to relax, they want to watch some content. The last thing they want to do is have fingers wagged at them. They want to chill. They want to kick back. They don't want to watch stupid woke content telling them that they're trash. Nobody wants to watch that. This is why it doesn't work. But Harry and Meghan, desperate for American popularity. I'm glad the Daily Mail included this picture. I was almost going to talk about this. Look at them going and doing this gardening stuff at some LA preschool, trying to act like they care. These people don't give a damn about anybody but themselves. And that's the truth. This is all publicity. That's why they made sure that people were there to take their pictures. And all this lecturing, of course, comes from them taking, breaks from their compound. Look at this place. They're going to tell me how I need to live my life. Do I swim in the pool or do I play tennis today? Which one am I going to do? Maybe I'll go for a hike in my backyard. You're going to tell me how I need to live? I wish they'd move to Canada because nobody wants them back in Britain. I said that in one video, and all these people from Britain that watch my channel are like, well, we don't want them either. We don't want them back either. Send them to Canada. Why don't you go to Canada? I cannot stand these people that come here. And they have all this fame in Britain, so they want to come over here and they want to have the fame over here. They love it. And there's other reports that they're pissing off all their neighbors now because of all the extra paparazzi now because they live there. Because I'm sure you've got British paparazzi coming over here too, following them around. It's hilarious. And I can't stand this. So look at this. Now people are telling them this could backfire. And another thing I want to talk about is the type of content that they're making, by the way. They're making documentaries for children. This is coming from Netflix, who makes movies called Cuties. So, pretty demented people in the royal family. That guy that was hanging out on that island that I'm not going to name. So I question the sincerity of this content that they're making. Look at the headline here. Is Harry and Meghan's $150 million woke TV a surefire success or dangerously overhyped? Couple under pressure to make a hit with projects including a series on mental health as experts warn their Netflix deal could backfire. I'll say. I hope it does backfire. I bet it does backfire. Well, first off, it's on Netflix, so it's kind of safe. It doesn't really matter if it gets ratings or not. So that was a safe bet number one. But I'm wondering about the optics of the situation, because if people make the connection with them, how they're coming from the royal family, and they get all their money from Daddy Charlie, and the crown, and that they're sitting here in that big mansion telling us how we need to live, trying to lecture our children. I wonder how that's going to go over for them if people make that connection and find out this information. I wonder how that'll go for them. Well, we might find out. Let's take a look at the headline here. Harry and Meghan's $150 million Netflix TV deal to produce woke documentaries has no chance to fail, and there is huge pressure on them to deliver a hit amid hype that could backfire. Industry insiders have warned. The royal couple's fans have welcomed the new deal with excitement, but TV experts warn that they now have to prove their right-on agenda can attract viewers if their new TV production is going to provide a long-term income. And that's the thing, isn't it? They're desperate to try to get away from Daddy's money, which I find funny. I hear this Harry guy used to be a Chad, but it seems this Meghan woman had, as soon as she came in, I guess he just became a big simp and a wuss. And it's kind of showing right here. They're desperate to kind of try to stand on their own 2 feet because Meghan's a strong, independent woman. Carrying Harry around on a leash and chain, which is kind of funny. So I sense a lot of her in this. I think he kind of just follows around, does whatever he says. But I also think he's kind of evil to the core as well. All these people are usually sick, and it shows when you're trying to do this. So will their agenda-driven television deal be successful? It's funny that she's sitting there thinking, yes, Harry, we can do woke content and make money. We're going to break the mold of get woke, go broke. We're going to be the first. But what I find funny about all this is they've actually got reasonable people telling them that this is a bad idea, that this isn't going to work, and they're just rushing ahead. Because with these people, it's always agenda before money. The problem is they don't have a lot of money. They actually have very little money. The amount of money they have is based on an illusion. It comes with their titles of who they are and their family's money. These two together don't really have that much money. So if they're unable to start amassing their own fortune, they're going to have to go back to England with their hat out. And it's going to look really embarrassing, and they're going to look like asses, which is why it's just funny. You think they would do something a little more traditional, maybe do some real estate or something, but no, they've decided that the future for them is in woke content. That's how they're going to really amass their own fortune. But I find it funny that they've got people telling them this is a bad idea, but they're confident it's going to do well because they're bright and intelligent young people. Right. Good luck. Actually, I take that back. I hope this fails miserably. What am I thinking? So Harry and Meghan announced yesterday that they founded a production company to make documentaries, feature films, scripted shows, and children's programming, and inked a deal with the streaming giant. A couple of scary things in there, especially the programming for kids. That's kind of scary. We all know what Netflix thinks of them. Anyone that's seen that Cuties trailer, almost 400,000 people have signed that petition, by the way, to get that off of their network. Over 1 million downvotes on that trailer for Cuties, too. It'll probably be at 2 million by the end of the month. Disgusting. You think somebody would say, okay, well, maybe we should not do this. We're going to maybe lose subscribers. And that's what they really care about. Will they lose subscribers? And I think with this trash coming out, that's eventually probably going to happen. So we'll see what happens. For every Cobra Kai, there's about 5 things like that Cuties movie. So they can't. That's not a sustainable model. It's not a sustainable model. The statement from the pair vowed to make impactful content that unlocks actions and name-checked the Netflix chief executive and spoke of the firm's unprecedented reach. They are expected to create content including a series on mental health, an animated series on inspirational women, and a nature documentary and programs looking at community service. And it goes on to mention how they're modeling their deal after the Obama's Netflix deal. So I'm not going to go too much more into it. I think this is going to be a disaster. And I'm really looking forward to the day I get on here and make the video saying Harry and Meghan have went home with their hats off and their hands out. Now that's going to be the best video I ever make, even if 10 people watch it, and that's it. I'm really looking forward to making that video because this is going to be a failure. This is going to be a failure, and it's going to be hilarious to watch. But I'm very concerned on this direction they have. I really hope parents don't let their kids watch whatever the hell they're going to make. Who knows what the hell they're going to make? Maybe they'll get their uncle that visited that island to help them. Anyway, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think. Are you concerned? Do you think this is going to be a disaster? Do you care? Do you think this is going to be just fine? Do you think they're great people? Let me know in the comments. Also, like, subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Make sure you share the video as well. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.